The straight-A student noticed something strange during the exam. She realized the test paper was exactly the same as the mock exam she took. She could hardly believe her eyes. She thought everyone could easily handle this test, but she didn't know that only top students had this ability. Daisy turned around curiously to ask her best friend. After calming herself down, Daisy slowly turned her head, looking at her sad best friend. As a straight-A student, she decided to help her pass this exam. Soon Daisy started answering the questions. She only needed one glance to give the correct answers, a test that should take an hour. She finished in just 10 minutes. Then Daisy took out her eraser and wrote all the answers on it. Seeing this, her best friend immediately understood. Then Daisy took off her leather shoes and put the eraser full of answers inside. As Daisy kicked the shoe toward her friend, the two successfully completed their first transfer. But right then, the proctor suddenly stood up. Luckily, it was just a false alarm. To avoid being caught by the teacher, her friend quickly took off her own shoe and kicked it toward Daisy, but she didn't expect that her natural strength accidentally sent the shoe flying to Daisy's right front side. Seeing their little stunt about to be noticed by the teacher, clever Daisy quickly picked up her test paper and walked straight to the podium. Then she asked a childish question.
หนูต้องเขียนชื่อในกระดาษทดไหมคะ
ก็ต้องเขียนสิเธอไม่เคยสอบเลยไง
ขอโทษค่ะ
Daisy intentionally blocked the teacher's view with her body. Her friend took the chance to grab the eraser hidden in the shoe. Looking at the answers on it, her friend was thrilled. Just like that, the two successfully cheated on their first exam. With Daisy's help, her friend got an excellent grade. To thank her, her friend invited Daisy to her rich boyfriend's birthday party. But from that day on, Daisy's life took a dramatic turn. Soon the rich guy found out about their cheating. He claimed he also needed someone as talented as Daisy, because if he could pass the finals, his tycoon father would give him a luxury car. At first Daisy refused, but the rich guy quickly made her an offer. He said if she helped him pass the exam, he would pay her $3,000. Seeing Daisy still hesitate, the rich guy added that he had 5 other friends who also needed Daisy's help.
ถ้าว่าการสอบครั้งหนึ่งแกก็จะได้เงิน13คูณ
234,000
The rich guy was shocked when he heard that. He didn't expect Daisy's mental math to be that quick, facing such a generous offer. Daisy, who came from a poor family, couldn't help but be tempted. But that day, while Daisy was playing piano, she suddenly had an idea. She decided to combine music notes with cheating. After several trials, she soon got in touch with the rich guy and his friends.
ลักษณะมือขวาของเราไว้ให้ดี อันเนี้ยกอไก่ อันเนี้ยขอไข่ ข้อนี้คอควาย อันเนี้ยงองู
Daisy turned the 4 options A, B, C, D into a melody. She planned to help the rich guys cheat through music. And just like that, the final exam day arrived. Using her unique method, Daisy successfully passed all her answers to everyone. The rich guy got his luxury car as a reward for his excellent results, and Daisy received her payment. After that, Daisy quickly became popular at school. With the rich guy's introduction, more and more people wanted to learn piano from her. This made Daisy earn a lot of money. But on another exam day, something unexpected happened. A student noticed something wrong with the test.
อาจารย์ครับ ข้อ 40 ต้องทำยังไงอะครับ
โจทย์มันมี2ชุด เธอได้ข้อสอบชุดไหนเธอก็ฝนไปตามนั้นน่ะ
Everyone was confused after hearing that. They didn't expect there would be A and B versions of the test. That meant Daisy could only send answers to half of them. Seeing the anxious faces of the students who had paid, Daisy felt helpless. But just then, something unexpected happened. The boy noticed something scary during the exam. He realized there was something wrong with the test paper. So he raised his hand in confusion and asked,
อาจารย์ครับ ข้อ 40 ต้องทำยังไงอะครับ
โจทย์มันมี2ชุด เธอได้ข้อสอบชุดไหนเธอก็ฝนไปตามนั้นน่ะ
Everyone was confused after hearing that. They didn't expect there would be A and B versions of the test. That meant their cheating plan was about to fail. Turns out not long ago, the top student Daisy had turned the answers A, B, C, D into music and used hand signals to send the answers to the rich guys. But facing this sudden problem, Daisy couldn't think of a solution. Just then, the boy bank's test paper suddenly fell near Daisy. He bent down pretending to pick it up, but actually he was warning Daisy to be careful of people copying. But what Bank didn't know was, the guy with glasses was actually working with Daisy. Then Daisy Daisy took advantage of the moment when Bank turned in his paper and quickly signaled that she had version A, while the guy with glasses sitting next to her happened to get version B for this exam. Daisy turned to look at the rich guys around her. Everyone had different versions of the test. As time ticked away, after a moment of thought, Daisy decided to send out the answers for version A first. The rich guys who got the signal got ready. As Daisy's fingers danced across her desk, they all started writing. Their coordination was perfect, like they had gone through spy training. When Daisy finished sending the last question, all the rich guys with version A were done. Seeing so many students turn in their papers at once, the proctor was surprised. Meanwhile, Daisy was waiting for a chance. When the teacher's line of sight was blocked, Daisy quickly signaled the guy with glasses, and they swapped test papers in a flash. Because time was short, Daisy didn't think too much and started answering immediately. As the clock kept ticking, there were less than 20 minutes left before the exam ended, and Daisy's scratch paper was already full. Doing 2 test versions in one exam wasn't just a test of knowledge, but also a test of mental strength. When the teacher announced only 10 minutes left, the rich guys were on edge, but Daisy stayed calm. Everything seemed under her control. Then suddenly, her mechanical pencil broke. The atmosphere instantly grew tense. Thankfully, after some effort, Daisy managed to replace the lead.
5 นาทีสุดท้าย
The teacher's words froze the whole room. After constant effort, Daisy finally finished her answers just in time. Next, she had to send out the answers for version B. As Daisy's fingers danced again on the desk, the rich guys began writing, but there wasn't much time left. When the bell rang, the teacher announced the exam was over. Obviously, Daisy hadn't finished sending all the answers. Ignoring the teacher's scolding, she kept signaling with her hands, but as the teacher came down to stop her, the final answer was sent. When the teacher collected all the test papers, the rich guys smiled in triumph. Everyone was happy they passed. But then another unexpected thing happened. The teacher suddenly called Daisy and took her to the principal's office. Clearly someone had reported her for cheating, and the whistleblower was top student Bank. Even though Daisy tried to defend herself, the principal quickly silenced her.
เธอทำโจทย์เลขพวกนี้ในกระดาษทดได้ยังไง ในเมื่อมันไม่ได้อยู่ในข้อสอบชุดที่เธอได้มา
Everyone was shocked by that, and facing the principal's question, Daisy couldn't answer. The incident caused a big stir at school, but since Daisy had excellent grades, the principal didn't expel her. However, her scholarship was revoked. That meant Daisy lost an important source of income. Then one day, her best friend came to her again, saying she was going abroad with her rich boyfriend. But first she had to pass the STIC exam, an exam held simultaneously around the world. She wanted Daisy to help her cheat again.
แค่นี้แล้วก็สวยมากแล้วอะเกรซ
Clearly Daisy didn't want to break the rules again, but unexpectedly, her friend made an irresistible offer.
แต่พัดมันบอกมันจะจ่ายค่าจ้างแก600,000 นะ
Hearing that Daisy was clearly tempted, but how could she cheat in the world's strictest STIC exam? Looking at the clock on the wall, a bold idea popped into her head. If cheating had levels, this straight-A student would definitely be at the top. She turned the 4 options ABCD into 4 different tunes and used hand signals to send her answers to the rich guys. In return, they paid Daisy a generous fee. But that day, her best friend found Daisy again because she was going abroad with her rich boyfriend. But first she had to pass the STIC international exam to earn the 500,000 reward. Daisy agreed without hesitation, but cheating in the STIC exam was no easy task. Since it was held worldwide on the same day, Daisy couldn't see the questions beforehand. Even if she and the rich guy registered together, they might not be assigned to the same test center. Just when Daisy was puzzled, the clock on the wall caught her attention. Then a bold idea struck her mind. Soon Daisy found the rich guy and her friend. She explained that even though the STIC exam was on the same day, there were time differences between countries. That meant the exam in Sydney was 4 hours earlier than in Thailand, which meant Daisy could see the questions first.
ทำข้อสอบก่อนและยังสามารถส่งคำตอบกลับมาให้พวกแกแล้วคนที่จะเข้าสอบที่ไทยจำนวนกี่คนได้
Oh my god
วิธีเนี้ยนอกจากจะทำให้พวกแกได้คะแนนที่มากพอที่จะเข้ามหาลัยได้แล้วเนี่ยเรายังได้เงินจากลูกค้าคนอื่นๆด้วย
The rich guy was thrilled. He trusted Daisy's skills, but wondered how she would send the answers out.
จำเอาวิธีที่ดีที่สุดคือการจำมันปลอดภัยที่สุดและมันไม่เหลือหลักฐาน
ขอโทษนะ มึงเป็นเอ็กเมนเหรอ ไอ้เหี้ยข้อสอบเอติกมี100 กว่าข้อนะเว้ย มึงจะจำได้หมดเหรอ
กูจำได้
Daisy claimed that with enough time, she could memorize every question, but facing the STIC exam, she said she could only memorize half within the time left after finishing. That meant they needed another person, someone like Daisy. And Bank not only had top grades, but also an incredible memory. He was the perfect choice. Soon they began 2 weeks of secret training. Daisy and Bank practiced the full STIC exam process, timing how long it took to memorize the answers. Meanwhile, the rich guy started recruiting. Using a PowerPoint presentation, he claimed every test taker who joined would receive received 4 specially modified pencils. Each barcode represented a different answer.
เริ่มต้นจากเส้นที่หนาที่สุด ซึ่งแทนข้อ A ไล่ไป B C และ D ต่อดินสอ4แท่งจะแทนช้อยคำตอบของคำตอบ4 section และตัวเลขข้างบาร์โค้ดนี้จะเป็นคำตอบของข้อสอบเป็นตัวเลขครับ
Under the rich guy's passionate speech, all participants were excited. They came with stacks of cash, and Daisy's team made a fortune. To prepare for the worst, they even rehearsed what to do if caught. When everything was ready, Daisy and Bank, as the test takers, arrived in Sydney as planned. First, they rushed to the restroom and hid their phones under the toilet tank lid. Then they exchanged a look and, with pens in hand, walked straight into the exam room. As the exam began, Daisy and Bank quickly got into rhythm, both being top students. They finished all the questions in just 20 minutes. Then came the memorizing phase. With their strong memory, they quickly memorized the first and second halves of the answers. As time passed, the teacher announced the first half was over. Daisy and Bank rushed out of the room. They went straight to the restroom, took the phones from the toilet tank, and started sending answers to the rich guy. Meanwhile, in a remote factory in Thailand, the rich guys had been waiting. As they turned the answers into barcodes, rows of special pencils appeared. On the other side, the second half of the test was about to start. Daisy and Bank returned to the room, repeating the same process. They finished the paper quickly. For Daisy and Bank, the challenge wasn't the test itself, it was their mental endurance.
Time's up. 10 minutes for the break.
As the second half ended, they rushed to the restroom again. Their actions caught the surveillance camera's attention. As Bank was sending answers, something went wrong on Daisy's side. Because the girls' restroom had a long line, she couldn't get in right away. Time kept slipping away. Daisy grew anxious but could do nothing. Then suddenly, the proctor knocked on Bank's door.
Whoever isn't there, please step outside.
The sudden situation panicked him. He ignored the teacher, trying to finish sending the answers. Finally, after all his effort, Bank sent out everything. But because of nerves, he accidentally broke the toilet lid when standing up. That made the teacher outside suspicious. With nowhere to hide the phone, Bank was caught red-handed. Meanwhile, Daisy finally got her phone. But just as she was about to send the answers, the female proctor appeared. In a panic, she left the restroom, only to see Bank being caught. The good news was he hadn't exposed her. Daisy didn't have time to think. She had to send the answers fast. She left the exam room, took the phone from her boot, and started texting while walking. But then she realized the teacher was looking for her. She quickly let her hair down and kept typing. After all her effort, she finally sent all the answers. With the teacher chasing her, Daisy hid the phone in a passerby's bag. Meanwhile, under the rich guy's command, all answers were turned into barcodes. Students jumped on motorbikes heading to the test centers. Because Bank was caught using a phone, he was permanently banned from STIC exams. The incident hit him hard. It became a stain on his record. His once bright future ended there. Then one day, Bank went to find Daisy.
อยากชวนแกมาทำด้วยกันเราคิดวิธีที่ปลอดภัยกว่ารัดกุมกว่ากระจายคำตอบได้มากกว่าที่สำคัญน่ะลูกค้าแกดแพดมีมากกว่าลูกค้าเอสติกไม่รู้ตั้งกี่เท่าแต่วิธีเนี้ยจำเป็นต้องมีครูพี่ลินมาช่วยว่ะ
Based on a true story, this is definitely one of my top 3 movies. Tense, thrilling, and full of surprises. Highly recommend you watch the original film.
Then I just found the next film you need to watch. Now before I get into it, if you're looking for new TV shows or movies to watch or the latest news and updates about Hollywood, hit that follow button.